So you got your brand new heat-friendly synthetic wig or synthetic. You take it out of the box and it looks like this. What in the world do you do with that? The first thing you have to do, put her on your head. There is no way to know if a wig will work for you until you put it on and you start playing with it. Warning. Wigs sometimes look crazy out of the box. They don't always look super. And curly wigs often look worse than any other wig because, number one, a lot of companies do not comb out the curl. So these curls were added and then left as is for you to deal with. Number two, wigs can often be face floppers. Number three, the part is often a zigzag part, not always, but sometimes. So there are some things you're going to have to do with your wig. The trick is knowing when, because you cannot return a wig that you've already played with. You've changed the part, you've combed through it. So you're going to have to learn some ways to assess a wig to know whether or not you can work with it. This one is a brand new style from Raquel Welch. Her name is Romantic Renaissance. I have her in the color SS Iced Sweet Cream, which is RL16/22SS. And friends, I say this over and over again. Eventually you are going to have to keep a wig and just take your chances that you'll be able to work with it, because you're never going to know otherwise, and you will return every single wig you buy and may miss out on styles that become a favorite. I've heard the story at this point thousands of times. Women who have thought a wig wasn't going to work took the chance and it became a favorite. So the first thing I would do with this one, the very first thing, is finger comb. I know I'm going to end up having to comb this one just from experience, but curls are always best finger combed before you take a wide tooth comb, just to see if that's enough. And here's why. Now, this is a heat-friendly synthetic wig, but this is also true of synthetics. The style is baked in. You do not have to restyle these fibers. You will not have to recurl this one even after washing, but the more you comb through it, the more you will relax the curl pattern. So I always try with finger styling before I actually comb, because I want to see if that's going to be enough. If I love the curl pattern and I don't really want to relax it too much, then I don't want to comb it a lot. And so that's generally how I start. And again, only after you decide, for better or worse, you're keeping the style. Another thing wigs often need out of the box is some shaking out. You need to wake up the fibers, get them up off the cap. These are packed really securely in the box and tightly. And so the fibers can get smashed and you really need to wake them up. Shaking out a wig will not hurt it. I hold it upside down and I just give it some vigorous shakes. I'm holding it by the nape, so I'm not going to destroy the lace. Of course, if it's a super, super long wig, you want to be careful because you don't want to cause terrible tangling and knots. But this is really going to help. And I'm combing it upside down. I'm separating out these fibers. I'm separating out the waves and the curls. And don't panic. She's going to look crazy when I first put her on. This is part of the process. I am trying to see what potential this wig has. She will be tamed. This is just one of the many steps that it can take. And once you get your synthetic or heat-friendly synthetic wig where you want it, you're not going to have to do this again. So it's a one and done with these, but it is a necessary part of the journey. Now let's work on this part. So when a wig comes with a zigzag part, there are a couple of ways that you can break up that part. One of the best, and that works much of the time, which again, if you're not going to comb through it, it could become a little tricky to do this, but is to comb all the fibers forward. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold on to the lace so I can keep it in place, and I'm going to comb all of the fibers back. Now again, I know that I am going to be combing through this one, so this is fine. If not, you may have to find another technique. But notice, look at that, you guys. A lot of the time, that is all you need to do to break up a zigzag part. It can be tricky if you want to try to drag a comb through to break it up. Combing it all forward and then combing it straight back often is all you need to do. Sometimes you have to do it multiple times. Sometimes a little bit of water will help with that process. But as you saw, it was all I needed to do with this one. And now my part is where I need it. Sometimes combing through a zigzag part like that will also help with face flopping. So you saw when I took her out of the box, she had a lot of face flopping to her. That largely remedied after I got that part where it needed to be, because those fibers weren't in the place where they wanted to fall with that zigzag part. Now, again, perfect world, all of this will work. If not, over time, you will learn other techniques to help you with those things. So now that I've finger combed her, I've combed her, and I will show you what you can do if you decide to comb and then you regret it. I'll give you guys a tip here in just a moment, but I want you to see I've combed through, I've fluffed her, she's tamed down. Remember after I shook her out how big she was, that went away. And now we're left with this super, super cute wave pattern. But let's just say you want more curl back. Water, your best friend with synthetic and heat-friendly synthetic. It will absolutely revive a curl pattern. The more you've combed through a wig though, you will eventually relax that curl pattern. Not fully straight, but it won't be as curly. This is best done early on. So let's just say you combed through it and you're like, oh darn, maybe that was a mistake. I want some of that curl back. You can spray the wig down, scrunch it back up, and you can largely get some of that curl to bounce back after only combing it once or twice. If your wig is really struggling, you may be able to soak it in a sink full of cool water. Sometimes curls just need a lot of help out of the box. And I have been known to soak a synthetic and heat-friendly synthetic wig in water to scrunch. I start with a spray bottle just because then I don't have to wait for the cap to dry. But that is a great way to revive curls on one of these wigs. Now, sometimes that's all you need to do and you're ready to wear your wig. Sometimes your wig will need a little bit more help. I have hundreds of tip videos on YouTube showing you how to do lots of different things. If a wig is still a terrible face flopper, I've got videos showing you how to get lift in the front. I've got videos showing you how to take a wig that's too flat here and get a little lift. I have videos showing you how to change the part on heat-friendly and regular synthetic. I have videos for all of these things. I have videos showing you how to cut face framing layers. Maybe once you get the wig on, you love everything, but you just wish there were some more face framing layers in the front. Super easy to do with a thinning razor. Anybody can do it. You don't need to have hair cutting skills or even a steady hand. Sometimes these wigs need to be broken in. These fibers, especially heat-friendly synthetic, can be really, really soft and smooth straight out of the box, and they need to be worn a little bit. Just like we sometimes need to break in a new haircut, you need to let it grow into itself a little bit. You may need these fibers to be dirtied up a little bit so that they're not so soft and silky and smooth. Sometimes you get a bunch of flyaways out of the box that will tame a little bit after some wear. It's all personal preference, but please know that wig wearing can be so fun, but it isn't just throw the wig on your head and go most of the time. There are techniques that you'll have to use to get the wig where you want it, whether it's curly, wavy, or straight, synthetic or heat-friendly. Human hair is a whole other ballgame. You do have to style those usually. Not every time you wear them, but at least sometimes. And so I always say, have an open mind when it comes to the journey. Don't give up. And go into it with some realistic expectations. Let me know what you are struggling with on the journey, and if I have a video on that topic, I will message you a link to it. Follow me on YouTube because you never know what new tip videos I'll come out with. And you want to check this wig out? I know you do. You can find her at 噚. She comes in a ton of colors. I didn't count, but usually Raquel Welch wigs come in 30-ish colors. So if this isn't your color, there's bound to be one that's for you. I can also save you money. I will put a coupon code in the description box. This is a brand new style that just launched. So I do not have a review on YouTube yet. I hope to have one out very, very soon. So if you need to know more about this wig before you buy, stay tuned, because I'll cover all of it in a future video. Hey friends, thanks so much for watching. Here are a few videos I think you might enjoy. Go ahead and click on one and watch.